Hey, Jurgen.
Hi.
I just wondered, are there any similarities to that 2014-15 season in Dortmund? Anything that you learned from that period that you, with your experience now, you can apply to another difficult period?
Look, it's just you make it. It's clear. I'm Jurgen Klopp. I was at Dortmund. I had a situation at Dortmund after a very successful spell, and then it's not that easy. It's not even close. The situation at Dortmund was not half as, I'm not sure, bad. So, like, from an injury point of view, not half as bad as it is here. Not half. And we had much less points after the first part of the season. The difference was we had injuries, and it was a reason. And it was in the first part of the season was similar. In the second part, they all came back. We had a winter break, and I knew after the last game of the first part of the season, and we have a winter break, and I knew when we start with the preseason for the second part of the season, all the players will be back. So, and that's a completely different situation, because pretty much nobody comes back here. That's not a problem. It just means that's not. You cannot compare it. You cannot compare it, because you have to find solutions, and it doesn't stop. It's like, again, you change again, and you change again, you change, and you have to change, because things don't work. You cannot say, okay, come on, let it be like this or whatever. We work on it, but it's not that easy. That you are in a situation like this, like 7-8 years ago. And now just take out the book where you wrote all your notes in and have a look. Yeah, that's what we can do. The only thing you can do is to work as hard as you can, to fight as much as you can, to play as good as you can, to win football games, because that changes everything.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Rob. We'll go to Jonathan Northcroft and then Simon Mullet to finish.
Hi, Jurgen.
Hi.
Hi. I think, as you said earlier, you're the first group of people to analyse your own performance. And I just wondered, in terms of you as a manager, does this leave you sort of questioning every single aspect and looking for little things you might be able to do differently? Or is it more a case of looking at what's been good in the past and saying, I don't have to change? Or just from a personal point of view, how do you treat this sort of situation?
Didn't understand it. Sorry. Didn't understand the question.
Sorry, Jurgen. I'm just, in terms of you analysing and looking at every little angle, are you looking at, what you and what your staff are doing and searching for things that might be different?
Me personally?
Yes, part of the process.
Yeah. But it's not, of course. But it's not about. I think somebody asked a question if I'm sometimes too nice or whatever. So these kind of things. So I'm like I am. So I'm not always nice. I would like to be, but I'm not. And we are loud, we are critical, we are everything. So it's not like this. So you cannot change now. I'm not always nice, and now I'm always not, or whatever. That's not how it works. From a football point of view, yes, we try to adapt. And obviously, we don't adapt quick enough. Otherwise, we would have more results and better results. So again, and that's the criticism we face. But again, we cannot do then our best, and it's how it is, and it's always how it is. If somebody thinks there's another one who can do it better, then of course, then they have to make the decision. That's clear. I don't think that's a case. Not that nobody can do it better, but I don't think that anybody of the deciders have that opinion. At least nobody told me. And but it's not that you can change now everything. We change football things, yes. But we are not, when we win football games, we are not constantly partying. And if we lose them, we are not punching each other's face. So that's not that easy. It's just somewhere in between. You need to find, before a game, this kind of belief and optimism and positivity again to go in the game and play, because it's a game. And that's what we kind of always did. Most of the time, at least, I saw that in the games. We had our shares of the games. We had big parts of the games, and we lost them. Last night I spoke to Thomas Tuchel, and after the game he said, well, he analyzed us, obviously. He didn't understand how we lost this and this and this game. You saw them. It's not to explain, really. So if a game you lose because you perform bad, you can change. If you perform good and you lose it anyway, but not because the opponent was that much better, just because they were lucky, or in one moment we made a mistake. We had all kind of defeats this year. Not a lot of performing completely beyond, under our ability, and we lost it then clear. That was maybe Aston Villa for sure. Even that game was strange, but no, it's all that's all clear. But that makes it so complex. That makes the situation just so complex. It's not about we change this and it works again. No, we have to adapt to our situation. We have to prepare for the opponent, and then we still have to play the game. And in football games, always can happen strange things. And this season, a lot of strange things happened. Very rarely. It happened to for a positive for us, and that's it.
Okay. And final question, Simon Mullock.
Hi Jurgen. You've said that it's going to be a real battle just to finish in the top 4 this season. Yeah, that's an understatement. Given that the schedule is not going to get any easier from now until the end of the season, do you envisage a time, maybe in a month or so, when you'll know what the situation is in terms of the top 4, where you concentrate absolutely everything in trying to win the Champions League again, and maybe sort of play sort of weakened teams in the Premier League, because obviously winning the Champions League, although a difficult route, does offer a route back into the Champions League next season.
Wow, that's an interesting view now. We play now Fulham, and 3 days later we played Leipzig, and we are not in the next round. So I can't think about winning the Champions League now, really, in the sense of we have to go through difficult rounds, and this round is difficult. No, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't think that far. Obviously, this week it's like this. We play these 3 games again late in the season now, with 2 days in between. So it's Thursday, Sunday, Wednesday, which is tough. So we will see who we can field on Sunday, and then we make a decision who we can field, who we can bring on Wednesday. But it's not because we, gave up on the in the Premier League over that. That will never happen. That will never happen. But you see, there's no game we can play and we lose it, and people say, with that lineup. So Liverpool is too big. Too many people are interested. That we say we don't play behind closed doors, really. So without cameras, and just you can read in the news how the result was. It's in front of our people, and we feel the responsibility that in each game we have to give our absolute everything to win it. That doesn't happen, and people think, no, that's not enough. That doesn't change our attitude. We try it again, and next time Sunday.